friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and I sell them for a profit. Today is Thursday, September 5th, and I have 4 packages that I am sending out today for a gross sales amount of $101.37. I sold one item on eBay, and it is this sport coat. This is a tweed. It has elbow patches. It is the brand. Let's see if I can find it. Well, hold on. Oh, found it. Pendleton, which is a brand, especially for wool items like sweaters and sport coats, I usually really like finding. Unfortunately, this has some issues, and so I sold it pretty cheap. The average sale price for a Pendleton wool sport coat has an average sale price of, okay, I think I said that weird, I'm sorry. A Pendleton sport coat wool has an average sale price of $44.16 and a 10% sell-through rate, which is already really low. Because this one has some stains, and I like significant staining actually, and potentially, I kind of think that there was a hole in it too. I listed it for $20. I have a 15% off coupon on my store, and they used that coupon, and I think maybe not. They paid a total of $28.37, which is still a fair amount of money for a sport coat that is going to need to be cleaned. And yeah, I don't know, it was pretty though. It's tweed and had those elbow patches, very academia. I don't know if that's a popular aesthetic anymore. It's not one that I really see, but I hear talked about, so I don't know. I did pay $5 for it, but I didn't really see the stains on it until I got it under the lights. Yeah, my profit is $12.40 after 6 months, which, you know, I don't, $5 into $12, yes, I made some money, but that's not really my goal. If that makes sense. All right, this is a Hydr-peak tumbler. This actually has a decent sell-through rate if you don't pay very much. So I got this for free and looked it up and was like, oh, I'll go ahead and list it. So the average sell price for a Hydr-peak tumbler is $11.91, which, yeah, like I said, not a lot. The sell-through rate's 25%. It does depend on the little graphic. I looked up rainbow heart on the product research tool, and it didn't come up with anything. So someone offered me $10 on Poshmark. Because of Poshmark's fees, I don't usually accept a $10 offer on Poshmark. I will on eBay. But under $15, Poshmark charges a flat rate of $2.95. So for a $10 item, that's almost a 30% fee. I don't know. I just don't like doing that. It's my own personal, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. But because I knew I got this for free, I still made $7.05 technically. Unfortunately, I have these number 4 boxes that are priority, and it wasn't fitting anyway in this. And I don't know if there's a size in between that and the shoebox, but the shoebox was the only one I could get to fit. I am looking up at my shelf, and I do have like a recycled Amazon box that I probably could have used. But because I can ship priority on Poshmark, I prefer to use the priority mailing stuff just because it doesn't cost me money. Not that the recycled Amazon box cost me money, but I can use that for something else. makes sense. This is a maxi dress. It's very long. It's a wrap dress. It is velvet. I don't really know the difference between velvet and velour. I should look that up. The brand is Baltic Born, and I actually meant to look up. I've had another Baltic Born dress sell, and I think it sold for more than this. I'm not sure. That is not pretty, but it's gonna work for me for now. I don't know how to like make that look pretty. So I looked up Baltic Born velvet maxi dress. I actually had this listed for $50. The average sale price is $33.66 with a 30% sell-through rate. I think based on the fact of, I know I've sold another one and I think it was closer to the $50. I was really hoping for closer to $50, but somebody offered me $35. I double checked the sell-through rate, and I just last weekend ran a 30% off sale, which is what 30% off of 50 would be. My door slammed. Ah, if that scared you, I'm so sorry. It scared me. I'm jumpy though. Yeah, so I went ahead and accepted it. I know that that's like even a few dollars over what the average is, but I think sometimes I just get something in my head, you know, like, oh, that should not sell for, that should sell for more than that. I don't know. I bought it for $8 at my, I don't know what that was. I said it weird. Okay, at my local Goodwill, and it made my profit $20, which is great. I mean, $8 into 20 is not terrible at all. All right, the last sale is a bundle on Poshmark. I had these two pairs of pants. This is a Abercrombie & Fitch pair of like khaki joggers. And then I also have a pair of Nike golf shorts. So I had these both listed. Sorry, I'm trying to show you the label there. Nike golf. These are like that performance material. I had these both listed for $20, and so that would have made the bundle $40, and somebody offered me $28, and I said, yeah, let's go for it. So the Abercrombie joggers have an average sale price of $15.47 and a 23% sell-through rate. The Nike golf shorts have a really good sell-through rate, 40%, but an average sale price of $14.83. So, let's see. The joggers I bought for $2 at the bins 9 months ago, and the shorts I bought at a local thrift store 13 months ago. What? I probably had them overpriced, but that's kind of strange. Okay, I just took off the adhesive strip prior to putting my package in. That is not gonna work. Okay, they offered me $28, so that's like $14 a piece on each item. So my profit ends up being $18.40 for both of these, which I think is okay. $9 a piece. I don't know. I guess that is kind of low if I'm thinking about it. I mean, they kind of sold right at the averages, which is good, but I really am trying hard to value my time, and so low profits like that feels like, I mean, it takes time to list things and whatnot. $57.85 is my profit. That's, you know, about $10 lower than I want it to be, but that's okay. Some days are better than others, and that's just the way it works out. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not all here right now, which is, you know, pretty normal for me. I did want to ask, the theme this week has been drinks. So I asked what your favorite drink was. Do you call soda, pop, Coke? Apparently that's a thing in the South. My mom's always told me that, but I've never actually heard it. Maybe when I was like a kid and we would go see relatives in the South, but and now I'm just curious what your favorite carbonated beverage is, whether you call it soda, pop, or Coke or whatever. What is your favorite carbonated beverage? Mine would be root beer. If I'm gonna drink a soda out, that's what I'll get. I really like a cane sugar one as opposed to a high fructose corn syrup one. So like the other day I was drinking A&W because that's what was available to me. But I much prefer like an IBC or something that's a little more, I don't know, more like a, oh, you know how there's ginger ale and then ginger beer? It would be like the root beer version of like a ginger beer. Does that make sense? Without being beer, like it's not beer. I don't know. Okay. That's too much information about something that's so inconsequential. I don't know. Anyway, just chat with me. I like chatting in the comments. So I think these questions are kind of fun. It's fun to see everyone's answers. And I love especially like the kind of differences between where people live and how that plays a factor in what people's favorites are or what is available to them. Somebody brought up, a couple of different people brought up sweet tea, and I didn't even think about sweet tea. I love sweet tea, but that's just not something that's a very common where I live, and so I don't even think about it that often. So anyway, I just think I guess it's cultural, right? But just how, and I know that there are people who watch from other countries and not even in the United States, so those answers are really fascinating to me. I just love learning about how other people live. That sounds so, I don't know. That comes out of curiosity and not judgment. I hope that you hear that from me. So anyway, that was way too long talking about that little subject, but if you have liked the video, make sure you give it a like, a little thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry, just got a little tickle in my throat. I do these ship with me videos where I just kind of chat and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth every day. And I just kind of like to share a realistic view of what sells for a part-time reseller. So I really appreciate you. If you've hung out this long, you're a rock star. I'll see you soon.